What I heard was boom, 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 pause, boom, boom, boom.
Tonight, a Portland police dog is dead and an officer is wounded after shots were fired in a southwest Portland neighborhood. So tonight we're digging deeper into what happened and also the suspects who are accused in those shootings. Now, the officer involved in this, his name is Jeff Dorn, is a 16-year veteran of the Portland Police Bureau, and thankfully he is expected to recover.
Let's bring you up to date on where all this took place. It started early this morning during a traffic stop near Capitol Highway and Lobelia Street. One of the three people in the car took off. Police officers say Dorn ordered his dog, named Mick, to chase the suspect. Shots were fired. Dorn and his dog were both hit. Other officers arrived, taking down the suspects moments later.
In this situation, the dog was doing its job. It was out there protecting our community, and it's tragic that we lost the dog. It's also tragic that one of our police officers was shot.
Now, the police dog Mick ran off after it was shot. It took several hours before a citizen found him beneath a hedge. Mick was dead.
Police think that three suspects were trying to break into a store that sells police gear and supplies.
We wanted to know, what were those suspects planning? And more about this case, Chris Holmstrom's been digging deeper. Chris, what have you discovered?
Jeff and Kelly, at this point, authorities have been out here throughout the day. In fact, you can still see the truck where the suspects crashed into the pole right behind me. But we wanted to know more about this break-in at the police gear store, so we went to talk to the owner and covered more about what led up to this shooting.
Well, what I heard was boom, 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 pause, boom, boom, boom.
Shots fired in the southwest neighborhood as Portland police chased three suspects early this morning. It all started at this Blumenthal uniform shop, which sells law enforcement and tactical appeal.
Officers observed suspects coming out of the uniform supply shop and into the vehicle that you see crashed here.
Authorities would not go into detail about why these suspects were burglarizing this business, so we contacted the owner. He tells us police were notified after the alarm system went off. He wouldn't go into detail, but says early reports show the suspects got access to a storage room that had samples of body armor. Shortly after, the police chase started, ending less than a mile away.
There were three suspects in the vehicle. One ran from the vehicle.
That suspect took off into the darkness. Authorities say that's when the K-9 officer ordered his dog to chase down the fleeing suspect.
I heard 3 gunshots and then 3 more real quick.
It was likely one of those gunshots that wounded Officer Jeff Dorn and hit and killed his K-9 companion Mick. And with one of the suspects on the loose, I learned some neighbors were sent a reverse 911 call, letting them know of the situation.
I got up, I checked the house, the perimeter, to make sure that the doors and windows were locked, and turned on all the outside lights.
Authorities ended up catching the suspect about a mile away. They say he was armed with some sort of rifle. The 2 other suspects were taken into custody at the scene of the crash. Back out here live, the officer involved in this shooting is expected to be okay. He is recovering at Legacy Emanuel. As for the suspects, police have not released their names. Reporting live in Southwest Portland, I'm Chris Holmstrom, KOIN 6 News.